If you are more focused on your revenue goal than your service to your tribe, I hope that you go out of business so that someone who cares can take your place. You are more focused on extracting and fleecing than in being of assistance and of value. Here we go. We're going to talk about tribes today. I love this. Let me fire out with my quote. Okay. If you are more focused on your revenue goal than your service to your tribe, I hope that you go out of business so that someone who cares can take your place. You are more focused on extracting and fleecing than in being of assistance and of value. That sounds super harsh, but I really do mean that. I hope that if you have a tribe of people that trust you and look to you for leadership, and you are more focused on what you get out of it than what you contribute, I really do hope that you go away, that you either have a change of heart or you disappear, and somebody that does care takes your place. So in this video, I'm going to go through what a tribe is. I'm going to go through what it is that qualifies as a contribution and the importance of it, the questions that you should be asking yourself. We're going to go into why you want to look at three different strata so that you can serve and create the right kinds of products that matter to that group, and then answer a really hard, tough question there at the end, which will really highlight kind of where this whole thing goes. So, with respect to this, what is a tribe? I was having this discussion with a couple of women here just recently. I said something about taking care of their tribe, and they were confused. And it's one of those things where when you use terminology regularly, that sometimes you can get a little bit so familiar with it that you forget that not everybody recognizes that term. So synonyms for tribe are going to be your niche, your community. And when I was talking to my wife, she made the comment, she goes, "Oh, you're talking about cliques." And I thought that was funny that she would use that term, because when she said that, I was like, you know what? That's actually accurate. I just won't use that term because for the most part, everybody thinks of a clique as that thing in high school that they weren't a part of, right? That group of people that were the in crowd and you felt like you were part of the out crowd, even though you and your four friends that you were tight with in high school, that would have been a clique. That would have been your tribe. That would have been your community. And in marketing terms, that would have been your niche, right? And as the reason why this is super important is because it helps you figure out how to serve, and it helps you to figure out how to benefit and strategically figure out what you should be doing. Okay, so when I was talking to the couple of women earlier about tribe, and it took me a while. It's funny because I was talking and kind of bumbling around because I hadn't really thought about the definition in a while, and as I was talking, I started elaborating, and they were like, "Oh, now they're like, I understand it now. Okay, yeah." And they were like, "Wow, that makes a lot of sense." And then as the evening progressed, and I went home and I was just doing stuff at home, I got to thinking about some other things, which were, developing a three different strata approach. Because in any niche, it doesn't matter really what the niche is. There is going to be a group of people that you could be contributing to that are broke, they're poor, there is nothing to sell them. There is no trading money for what it is that you do, right? And with that, there's a second strata that's usually bigger, and these people have some disposable income. And so, like in this case here, the woman was one of the women were talking about how they want to do a line of apparel. They want to have streetwear. And if I was to classify what she was doing, it reminded me of like 80s skatewear. It had that Vans kind of Vision. Vision was a brand. I don't know if they still are. Feel to it, right? So baggy pants, baggy shirts, bucket hats, stuff like that, right? So I told her, I said, hey, you know what? There's a niche where, the broke people, maybe you sell them little posters, little things so that like they can be members of the tribe. They can be part of the tribe. And then you have this much bigger, fatter segment in the middle where you sell them maybe the already embroidered bucket hat that has like the name of the company on it. And then you sell them the shirt and that has the print and maybe the slogan on it. And you sell them the baggy pants that has the logo embroidered up it and that sort of thing, right? And then there's this group at the top that actually there's a subgroup above that. But because the 80-20 rule works like this, where you've got 20%, the 80-20 rule was first expressed a couple hundred years ago by a guy named Pareto in Italy. And he noticed that 80% of the land was owned by 20% of the people. And people that research beyond that find that when you take that 20% and you look at it, there's another 20% there that own 80% of that. And then of that, there's another 20, like it's a curve that at the top, it is a very small percentage that own a massive disproportionate amount. So when I say that top 20%, there's a thin slice on top that you can't really market to. They don't hang out with everybody else. They don't really go where everybody else goes, watch what they watch. They live in a completely different world. That's why you don't see Rolls-Royce ads. You don't see Bentley ads. You don't see ads for extremely high-end products. So, but that bottom 80% of the top 20% of the whole, that group of people, I told her, I said, you can create a product that is more customized and that is more, you sell more of a feeling that has to do with exclusivity. And with that product, what you're going to do is, like she had made a comment about custom clothing or something like that. And in our discussion, it came out that, hey, what would be kind of cool would be for her to go and create a piece of apparel, a one-off piece of apparel. And she shoots a video of herself going to the boutique store or going to the Goodwill or going to whatever and selecting out that piece of apparel and saying, I see a lot of potential. I need to brand this thing and do my thing on this thing, right? So you shoot video of, a 5-second part of Headed Home and you're talking about how excited you are. You get in front of the sewing machine and you're like sewing stuff on it. You're customizing it. You print a print that you're going to use as transfers and stick around different locations. And then you shoot where you're thinking and you're looking and you're really like putting yourself into this piece of apparel. And then you go, that's it. Then it will be, my brand. and you make that last little adjustment, and then you sew your label on it. And this piece that you picked up for $8, $15, $20 at Goodwill, now you can sell for $2,000 because you have a product that is a one-off. You got a video where they don't just have the product; they have something that they can send to their friends, right? That little bitty group of their friends that you would otherwise have no real connection with, and then they can that flourishes around in that little circle, right? Now, this can run into all kinds of markets where people want to lead a tribe and they want to lead and participate in a group. Now, in her case, she's Filipino. I kind of get the impression that her group is going to be like fashion, streetwear type Filipino. It doesn't have to be. It could be just skaters. It could be just people that love retro 80s skatewear. It could be like she needs to narrow down on her niche. It could be all just women skaters. It really doesn't matter if how you want to divide it up, but you need to be able to say, this is what we're about. And it's not about shoving anybody out ever. It's always about just being really true. And I hate the word authentic because a lot of the time people think that has to do with your mood. But being a pro and showing up and delivering consistently the best version of you. Now, with other businesses, this could be, sometimes you identify a niche, a group of people that you identify with. Screen printers should always niche down. I vibe with people that are in the blue collar trades. That's what I did. I drove a truck for a long time. I talk like these people. I vibe with them. I know the vocabulary. I know their perspective. I know what it's like when you actually don't have a whole lot of interaction with the common public, right? And what all of that's like to be blue collar. I know that in the screen printing community, you've got people that are awesome with band merch. I don't vibe at all with people that are in bands. I don't play any musical instruments. I've never been in a band, and I don't know the language. I don't know the secret handshakes. I don't know, the inside jokes. I can't really participate and come across as a member of the tribe. You've got people that are into sports and athletics, and the questions that you need to ask yourself are, do I connect with these people? What is it that they get frustrated by? Poorly printed athletic wear will sublimate and look terrible. If I don't understand how band merch works, I could be sizing the prints wrong. If I don't understand how blue-collar industrial companies function, I could be looking at the wrong products to promote. And when the great new product comes up, I don't even know how to promote and sell that. Meanwhile, my competitor that does understand that niche in that market does. And the thing is that if your customer shows up, understand that there are a lot of people that are going to show up at your door and they're going to be a little bit anxious. They're going to be like, man, last year that other company did us so dirty. They didn't take care of us. When the kids got the maroon workout shirts, they looked fine when they got them, but the following week, all of the prints started turning like this pinkish color, and the boys weren't down with wearing a pink print at all. And it was terrible. And you come into my shop and I say, hey, you know what? That is called sublimation. I'm really sorry that happened to you. That will 100% not happen with us. I can show you some pictures of the stuff that we do, and that will 100% not happen with us. You can be guaranteed. If you're able to talk the talk, if you're able to do the secret handshakes, when I talk to the volleyball programs and I use terms like libero, right? They go, what? They know that I know I may not be part of their tribe, but I understand their tribe. And my point of all of this is you need to be able to figure out what it is that you identify and how you contribute to the tribe. The last question is, will anybody miss you if you were gone? If your business disappeared tomorrow, would you be easily replaced? Would they miss you? A company like Amazon that nobody has an emotional connection with, if they disappeared tomorrow, people would miss the convenience for about 2 weeks. But the market would adjust and some other soulless organization would show up and start delivering low prices, really fast delivery, really reliable, and just fill that space because it's a space. There's no Amazon tribe. There's nobody getting tattoos that say Amazon or Prime and a big smiley thing. There's nobody doing that. But could you be so important to your tribe, such a great delivery of the feeling and emotion of what it's like to be part of the clique, to be on the inside? Can you deliver that in a way that makes people know that you care, you get them, that they can feel that connection and know? Can you do that? If you can, then if you can identify and contribute to your group, they can overlook a whole bunch of missteps. They can look over your humanity, and you can smile knowing that it's more than just a financial exchange. It's more than just an exchange of money. It's something awesome. I'm Adam Funderburg. I'm the owner of High Caliber Coaching, and this has been apparently a 17-minute podcast on Monocast on Tribe and the value of it and the need for it and your participation in it. I'll catch you later. Bye.